Brooklyn Independent Television.
Referring to themselves as an art gang, the Well Informed is a DUMBO-based indie band that describes their sound as pop revivalism, among other things. In addition to playing music, they also produce a video series about Brooklyn eateries. I guess they are well informed.
Time moves slowly on our way back home. Time moves slowly on our way back home.
My name is Evan Doobie.
My name is Paul Lauren. I am a part of the band called the Well Informed, and we write songs, and we play them for folks, and we try and get them out there into the public, listenership. So,
I think the Well Informed is different, really based on the relationship that the people in the group have. It's I think it's kind of based first and foremost on our friendship, which is kind of unique and special in a certain way. And I think the music kind of emanates from that, so it's kind of hard to duplicate a relationship in life, and I think our music stands for that relationship.
our music we call pop revivalism for the record bin romantic. It's one way to say it. We also have been terming it as Cuban Missile makeout music.
It's kind of hard to put music in boxes, but we write indie pop gems. So I first discovered the magic of music when I was 7 years old. My father came home from the music shop, my father's a guitarist, and had bought a wah-wah pedal, which was pretty incredible. He was playing Voodoo Child, Slight Return from Jimi Hendrix, and I've become giddy with the idea of music, and that was really the first moment, and kind of going forward, I knew I was going to be, in some way, a musician.
I've been writing songs, at first it was trying to imitate Michael Jackson and all of that, and it was just a wee lad, and it's really been, the greater part of my life. And I think Evan and I got together, I'd say about 5 years ago, and we really started writing together and collaborating. About 2 years ago, I think we started, listening to each other's songs, listening to each other's voices and working with each other. The Well Informed, in this outfit, has been around for about 1.5 years.
In terms of who we emulate, I think it's the classics. It's the Beatles, Beach Boys, Bob Dylan. I love Tom Waits, Leonard Cohen, Randy Newman. All of that classic music from the middle 60s to sort of the beginning of the 70s is really where we draw from in terms of inspiration.
Miles and miles stretch out ahead and lead us to our ancient home. Like we tread the great unknown, we only know the way back home.
The series called Brooklyn Sundry came about because I love a lot of local restaurants in these different Brooklyn neighborhoods, and I wanted to just have really great conversations in these places where I love to eat. And we were just chatting away, and the light bulb kind of went off. Why don't we just do this and kind of put it out as a web series? Talk about how local food relates to local music, relates to local art, and just kind of making it a grassroots Brooklyn thing.
It's really simply clean ingredients. It's milk, seltzer, and syrup.
Cool.
That's delicious, man.
Hey guys, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks for having us today. Thank you.
Oh yeah. What you do is you take each individual ingredient and you treat it very seriously. Right, you make sure you have the right syrup. In this case it's Fox's U, but that you have it and it's coming out of a nice old canister and you chill it every night.
I think that Dumbo is a unique place to be making music. I think it just offers a cinematic setting. There is a sort of odd mix of old world and new, so for us, being creative here really makes sense.
I had known about the neighborhood for a long time, but never really thought to make music here because of the inherent noise that exists in this neighborhood, which is also a part of its charm. We found an old paint factory, and I really just fell in love with the neighborhood because it's not Williamsburg. It's a little off the beaten path for music making. we ended up being a part of a community that makes music here, and are still kind of joining this community. And we really feel like it's a really inspiring place to make music. What with the architecture, with the old buildings, with this clash of the new world high-rise and the old factory. And we as writers feel inspired, and there's a good energy that's here too.
Time moves slowly on our way back home.
Yes.
Become a fan on Facebook, like Brooklyn Independent Television.